I came here in 1954, and with the exception of Coach Benedict, who was here 2 years before Joe Otis came, and by the way, did a good job. With the exception of him, we went 50-some years with coaches who came through the system. After I retired, Dale Cicciora took over. He had been with me 15 years. And then Skip Collins took over. Skip had played for us and then went to LaPorte as a coach. In fact, he'd been to 3 high schools as coach. And then after Skip Collins, Bob Punter, who had come through our 8th grade, 9th grade, junior varsity systems, became the head coach. And of course, Bob probably was the best coach we had in the entire system because he has more wins than any of the other varsity coaches, including me. And he has been a great attribute to the program. But you know, and now we got Joe Otis, who is going to be one of the really top coaches of the program. So the coaches who have been connected with our system have been ultra successful. But so often we overlook the people behind the scenes. You know, coming to mind is Lou Reinhardt, certainly John Knopf, who has more wins than any coach in the Valparaiso system ever has. John Knopf had over 600 wins, and of course now he has a book out on Valparaiso High School that's for sale, and a very fine book. Anybody interested in Valparaiso High School basketball certainly would want to read the history of the sport there. Well, most knowledgeable coach, there are several of them that I've been associated with, but top of the list would have to be Dale Cicciora. The man had an absolute analytical mind when it came to basketball. His attitude was he doesn't look at the poor players and ask why not. He looks at the good ones and tries to separate what they do well. And many of our free throw shooting ideas came from Dale. In fact, many ideas that I used in my career here came from Dale. And he and I were together for 15 years, never had an argument. And he wasn't the yes man at all, and neither was I. And so he would have to be one of the probably most intelligent coaches I've ever been associated with. Well, the Copper family has a special place in my heart. Not only Mike and Tom, who played for me, they're cousins, but also Mike's parents, Walt and Barbara. And they lived across the alley from Bonta School, where there was an outdoor court, and all the players played on that outdoor court all summer long, every day, 7 days a week. Walt was in his 40s, but he's out there playing with them every night. He had a tremendous influence on our basketball program. Now, at that time, Indiana High School Athletic Association had some very strict rules. I, as a coach, could not talk to those kids while they're on the court. I could not say anything all summer long. So I would pull up along the curb and watch them play. And so they showed up every night because they knew Coach Sweet was going to be pulling along the curb to see who was there. And Walt Copper was out on the floor with them, or out on the court with them, a kind of a pseudo coach, you might say, with them. Well, Walt and Barb and Mike and Tom were admitted to the High School Hall of Fame at Valparaiso High School as a family. And what a fitting situation or reward that was. Because if there's ever anyone outside the coaches who developed our players, it was Walt Copper. They left their basement door open. They had an opening coming in from the outside. They left that door open, and those kids could go into that basement and use the bathroom or get a drink anytime they wanted to, 7 days a week. And one day, one of the kids went in there, and he came back out, and he said to Walt, I saw a cup in there with Lou Alcindor's name on it. Of course, that later became Jabbar, and who played for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the kid said, has Lou Alcindor been here? And Walt's comment was, no, but you never know who might show up. So he had a cup there for him. Well, if you came to Walt's house one night a week, you didn't get a cup. You had to be there 4 and 5 and 6 days a week before he would hang a cup on the nail for you. But he had a long board with nails on it, and those cups hung by the handles, and and every kid aspired to have his name put on the cup. It was kind of a prestige thing when you got your own cup at Walt Copper's house. And I'm sad to say he never put one up for me.